On September 12th of 2024, a young man who was a recruit and part of the Massachusetts State Police 90th Recruit Training Troop was in an accident in a training boxing exercise and was said to have received many of the life-threatening injuries that he had in the boxing ring. I don't know about you, but this is a little sus, and I'm so glad that you're here with me because this is a little tough to get through. Thank you so much for being here, because definitely we are going to be Welcome everyone, I'm Lady Zelda, here with Seeing Crime, and today we are going to be asking Enrique Delgado-Garcia to step in and talk to us. If he will, if the energy is right, to please give us some insight on what's going on. There are a lot of suspicious things that have happened, a lot of things that have been, well, I think overlooked, but it's been excruciatingly quiet. This young man passed away in the hospital from his injuries on September 13th of 2024. Now, there was a graduating class, and the ceremony was October 9th, and they, I guess, included Enrique. So he would be considered Trooper Enrique, probably one of the best ones that would be associated with that group. And just as a little note, a former boxing instructor said that they had to halt the boxing program some time ago because of injuries that people were getting. This was a pretty rough school, a rough training course. I call it a school. Well, it's a training facility. But I'm going to tell you, the excuses that we are given are not good enough. Please do me a favor and subscribe if you haven't already, and please like the video because that helps to get it out to those who really want to see this type of contact. Now, I can't guarantee we're going to get anything. I can't say that his energy will be here, but we're going to read it. And I have a very important question to ask Enrique at the end of this video, and if you'll please stay with us, well, you'll be here for that as well. Enrique was born January 2nd. That makes him a Capricorn. This is his significator card. I love Capricorns. And no, we're not even going to go there. I just think that Capricorn fits him because Capricorns don't like bull. They like the truth. They want you to say what you'll do, but then do what you say you're going to do. They don't like liars. They don't like cheats. And they have the biggest hearts of some of the signs, or probably any one of the signs that I can think of, although I think all of you who are watching, each and every one, eclectic signs and all, have a big heart. So we're going to put this to the side, and if this card shows up or if it is referenced in our reading tonight, then we will look a little deeper into this. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side. So we're going to start out with, I have several decks here at the ready, but we're going to start out laying a foundation with the Thelema Lenormand deck, which is read in pairs, the Kipper deck, the Piatnik deck, and I have a vintage tarot. Now, like I said, I've got some other decks on the side. I'm going to put these cards to the side, please. And I'm going to leave you to look at the cloth just for a minute. And oh my gosh. I'm not going to disturb this image, but I want you to look at this. Look at this where I'm drawing my circle. Does this look like a finger or does it look like something else to you? This looks like a man with a hat standing there. Is that a trooper? Maybe with something drawn? This also looks like a paw print. I don't know. That kind of gets to me right now, this whole thing. Let me know in the comments what you think. I'm going to clear the energy here for Enrique. Wow, that is really something how that energy comes through. Did I tell you how much I love you today? And did I tell you how much I'm so glad that you're here? Spirits, guides, angels, we are asking if the energy of Enrique is there, if he will please send the energy, let us know, let us ask questions, tell us maybe some things that we should know, or if he wants to confirm, or if he just wants to talk. We're good with that. We just want him to know that justice will be served, and so many people are standing behind him. No one will let this go. These Thelema Lenormand deck cards are read in pairs. So we're going to start out, and I always shuffle my decks, but I like to shuffle before I get started, just so you can see. So you see the process. Here we go. A garden, the 8 of spades, number 20. I'm going to cut another time. A female, the ace of spades. A house with a king of hearts. And a snake. Queen of spades. Okay, my darling. I'm going to pull these down. This garden tells us that he is at peace. That this is something that he knows, but he's wanting to assure us that he is at peace right now. But there's also, I don't know, he's from Worcester, Massachusetts. I don't know, many of you know that area. Is there a garden near him? Was this something that he liked to attend? I think this is his mama. There's a winter timing card here. Enrique was 25 years old when he passed away. The house, he's telling us that the house is a symbol of home. That's what he loved. He loved family. He loved home. But I'm also going to tell you, I believe that there was a snake in the grass, and we're going to look into this one. With the Queen of, pardon me, with the Queen of Clubs energy there, I don't know. We're gonna look into this. I am gonna just put these to the side just a little bit here. If we need them, we'll redraw them out. But I want to put out some Kipper deck right now. Thank you, Enrique, for being here. I can feel the energy. There's change that is coming. Most definitely, my darling. A wealthy man. Lovers. Toil and labor. And great fortune. Okay. Now this may not seem, just remember, this is spirit energy that we're working with. So sometimes the message doesn't necessarily match totally with the cards, but I'm going to tell you what we're going to get from this. There is definitely someone who knows and who's holding back. Do you see how these lovers are holding each other? Not only are the lovers, but there is a commitment here. And I think the commitment is with this person, and I do not believe that this is a good person. I'm just going to tell you that. Based on the cards around, and this toil and labor, there is and will be further investigation going on right now as we are here. And great fortune means, yes, in 2025, there will be some information come out. Because you know something, January 2nd is right around the corner. I believe it's Thursday. Today is December 30th of 2024. January 2nd, Enrique will be 26 years old. I'm going to lay out some tarot here. Wow, this energy. The Four of Swords. I love this. The Nine of Cups. The Knight of Swords. Now the swords, my darlings, are air signs. And they are also communication. I'm going to put these to the side for a minute. We're telling a story here as Enrique is here. The energy is here. He's basically telling us once again that he is at peace. Do you see this? But I also want you to know about this knight. This knight was a fallen knight. He did his job and he has fallen. Now, one thing I want to point out to you, my darlings, is that there's a word right up here, right above my fingernail. If you can see it, it says P-A-X. That's the Latin word for peace. Enrique is saying he is at peace. But there are still some things hanging out over us. I want you to know, even though that this is a 4, the 3 will be significant for Enrique. He was buried with honors. Now, this is the yes card. And we're going to leave this out because this yes card tells us that, yes, we will find out more. Yes, we will see things come out because there are people investigating behind the scenes that are basically charging forward, heading this off at the pass. They are just quickly moving ahead. And do you see this sword? That off of the frame of the card basically says they're not done yet. They're not giving up. And I know it's quiet, but he's encouraging us to be still because he's telling us that things were going to be coming out. Here's another 4. There's a 4. Here's a 4. But the 3 here is significant for Enrique. This fellow here is... He has been given a choice. Wow. He's been given, and you see there's a little bit of stubbornness there because his arms and legs are crossed and he's protecting his own energy, and he's been given these 3 cups. Could this have been an ultimatum? And maybe not even for Enrique, for someone else to step in that ring. Let's try the Piatnik. And then I've got some other cards, and we'll put this together. So, if you don't have the chills, he was a very happy young man and was about to celebrate. There's a lot of thought going into this case, and there was a lot of jealousy, and it doesn't surprise me that there was jealousy about Enrique. One of the stories that I heard, if you don't know this, is that he was such a kind young man that on Valentine's Day, for those ladies who didn't have a date or who did not receive flowers or candy, he would buy flowers and candy and give them to the women that basically didn't have anyone. I mean, that type of mindset alone can cause that jealousy coming out. Okay, my darlings. I have the I can't even talk. Maleficent. These cards came out flying, and we're going to turn them over. An anchor, a ship, and a horseman. That's amazing, isn't it? Let's take a look at these. The anchor, number 35, and the 9 of spades. This anchor is telling us, along with this 9 of spades, don't let our imagination go crazy. Because he's telling us that the ship has sailed. What does that mean? Well, it's no longer stagnant. You know how water sits sometimes and it just gets stagnant because it doesn't move and aerate? Well, I know all of us are thinking right now that this case is grown stagnant. But the ship, you see, there's movement with the water. Water is truth. There's air in this. There's the wind is in the sails moving. So this basically says information is coming. And with this horseman, you see that 9 of hearts? That 9 of hearts there is equivalent to the 9 of cups. It's the yes card. But I'm going to do one better with this particular card. This horseman, you see how he's quite beautiful, but do you see how he's raring to go? He's bringing in information. So Enrique is telling us information is coming. Enrique understands where he is, and he is saying that he is quite peaceful. He feels very good about things. I'm going to pull out a couple more cards, and then we're going to go through this, and we're going to put the pieces of this puzzle together. Amazing, because these 2 cards, the 5 of spades and this card, both of them signify jealousy, misunderstandings. The 2 of spades, extremely negative card, which means a parting, a separation, getting ready to leave. It can even mean the end of, as in a divorce, and could be that word right there. The 5 of clubs. Thoughts about earning a living, thoughts about security, thoughts about having a career. That's what Enrique thought. This is what he's wanted to do all of his life. No more money worries, no more caution about money, no more any of that. But Enrique was, I know, helping others. This 8 of diamonds, indecision, not knowing. And isn't that funny how this card here, you're given cups to choose from, but you're indecisive. All right, Enrique, what do you want us to know, my darling? The 6 of hearts, sacrifice. He did make a sacrifice. Oh. Now see, this is an air sign. This can be someone with a legal background, but this card, Now, the reason I hesitated there for a second, this particular card, the Six of Hearts, means that there have been sacrifices. Definitely, I think there have been before, but definitely Enrico sacrificed his life. I'm wondering if this person is not the person that is responsible instead of the legal person. They know who it is. And not only that, this Six of Hearts beside this card means domination. It can mean sacrifice, domination. Was Enrique dominated by this guy? Was this guy given an ultimatum? Was he given a order? And did this guy not want to do this, but did instead? That's a question that we have. Now, before I go any further, I want you all to know this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not law enforcement. I am a tarot profiler and psychic medium. This is entertainment purposes only. So you're welcome to your own opinion. I'm just telling you what the cards mean. But this Eight of Hearts, very interesting because it is a card that means we need to be suspicious of this guy. We need to be suspicious of this guy. Let's take that away just for a minute, and we'll see. It looks different without this card. You see what I mean? But this card is suspicious. To be concerned. Look into more. The Six of Diamonds. Papers, documents, legal documentation, and the Eight of Clubs, which means it was a gamble. It's a total gamble what they're doing. It is a total gamble of what they are doing right now. And I mean they as any type of investigators, I'm going to say it that way, supposedly, allegedly. Enrique will receive justice. I will tell you that. One more deck, and then I'm going to ask that question. So hang in there with me. House of Zelda cards. Let's see. There was a lesson. Were they trying to teach Enrique a lesson? Did you hear of all the hazing that was going on? Were they... Well, we know they were jealous. Just by this card. And by another card that confirms it. Yes, that much I do believe. And I'm going to tell you what these cards mean in just a minute. Yes, it was with a man, and it was that man there. This man could be a person that is ambitious, a person that is the head of, meaning in charge, be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. Doesn't have to be that. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising. And yes, we have been and will be lied to. Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm getting from this. Enrique assures us that He is at peace. He is telling us how he passed away. In the line of duty, you can say falling on the sword is an old expression, but he's telling us not to fall away. He's actually encouraging us, because he's telling us that there was a lot of jealousy there, and that one person may have supposedly been given an ultimatum. I'm going to say I do believe that there were 2 men involved in this with Enrique. I do believe that there is a possible female indirectly involved. Enrique's birthday is coming up. We're gonna pay homage to him for that. One more Kipper, and then I'm going to ask him a question. Mature man. Boy, here we go. The mature man, I believe that is a DA somewhere, is telling us an occupation. And remember, it's right over these legal documents, the letters, phone calls, investigation, paperwork. Here's the question. I don't know really what deck to use to get the answer. Yes, I do. We use the hidden deck. Enrique, my darling, I invite you to come in and speak to me, just like Officer John did. If you will allow me, I would be honored. I want you to let me know when you're ready, if you want me to. Now, I've got these cards, and I'm going to pull out a couple of cards, and you tell me what you feel. If you would like me to watch, I'm here. I'm here for you. Oh boy, the 4 of Diamonds, the 7 of Hearts, the 4 of Hearts, and the 2 of Diamonds. My darlings, that is a resounding yes. He's telling me that there needs to be some hurt from the past to be basically cleared up. He's been frustrated with the delays, but he knows that there is fulfillment coming. And with this 2 of Diamonds, that is a legal story to tell. That is a partnership. So I will wait on Enrique, and we'll see when that happens. It may or may not. It's up to his energy. But one thing I do know is that I'm so happy that you're here with me. And do me a favor, like and subscribe. I'm leaving links in the description for you to shop if you like. And as always, thank you for your support. I hope this has helped you. Believe me, it should ease your mind, because he is telling us that when information comes out, they're not giving up. It will be an absolute wealth of information. And I'm going to say, it may not be what we think, because I think it could probably be a lot worse. Thanks for being here, everyone. Much love to you. Thank you, Enrique. And happy birthday to you, my darling. Bye for now.